Hello everyone, recently these two games came through my door. They were delivered as part of the Kickstarter, Point City and Dive Deep. And, well, they've not been taken out of the shrink yet. I have had some time to play these, but I haven't yet got them to the table. Now, what does that sort of say about Kickstarters? I think it sort of suggests that while when you're backing the campaign you really want to play it and you want to play it right then, you can't. You have to wait for them to be delivered. And that is a little bit of a problem. That wait between buying, effectively, or backing the game and actually getting them in your hand, sometimes it can be like, I did back it, it does look good, but I want to play this other game. Like, for instance, at the weekend we managed to play The Castles of Burgundy, which is just there. That's a special edition. We played that twice at the weekend. We could have played it once and maybe then not played one of these, but we'd played it once, we were up to speed with the rules, why not just play it again? And I'd have to read the rules for these. Yes, they're not necessarily complicated games, and that will help them get to the table pretty soon, I'm sure, but it's interesting just to know that when I backed these, I was like, I really want to play Point City, but it's now been in my house for a week and a half, unplayed. Does that make me think I shouldn't back some Kickstarters? Yeah, it kind of does. The biggest one I've done recently, I did a video on the channel for it, was the Call of Duty one. I went pretty hard on that. Maybe I spent too much, but I do know when that arrives, I'll enjoy it because I played the demos of it. So I know how it plays, etc. I know that it will be fast, fun and everything. These ones, well, I didn't demo, but I'm still excited to try. And that's another aspect. I've now waited the 6 months, a year, whatever it has been since that campaign ended. The investment of I've backed this Kickstarter, so I must like these, hopefully, is there. But there's also a lack of investment of when I backed it, I wanted to play them then. And now there's other things that have arrived that I want to play maybe instead. I don't know, what do you think? I'm starting to lean towards this might be a prime example of not backing every Kickstarter that comes up. I certainly don't back every Kickstarter that comes up. I'm not a millionaire. But if a brand new game that I was super excited for can arrive and stay cellophaned, is that good? I'm trying to clear the collection. You'll see like there's a gap in the shelf, and that's because more stuff is coming in. Because I've backed other Kickstarters like Marvel Zombicide, etc. Foundations of Rome, well, that's going to take up the whole of one of these Kallax cubes. Will they hit the table faster? Foundations of Rome probably will, because I've heard so much greatness about them. But the buzz for these two hasn't really been there. Now, I will say Point City was picked on the Best of the Month series that I run by one of the creators. I'll try and put a link to that so you can go and watch that episode. So I am a bit hyped from that, but at the same time, not much hype around the release. But there was so much hype around the Kickstarter. It's almost like the Kickstarter happens, all the hype's there, and then by the time the game arrives, it's almost forgotten about. And I know I'm rambling about this because I'm kind of just thinking out loud that I think publishers need to hit the market again when they release. A, you'll hype up the people getting the parcel, so as soon as they arrive they'll be played. But also make sure they're not forgotten, because otherwise, like, Point City had its hype, it's had its time in the spotlight. There's always another game to come and take the hype. But let me know your thoughts on this ramble about Kickstarter and how sad I am that I've not been able to play these yet. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And until next time, have a brilliant day kickstarting, crowdfunding and gaming.